Welcome back to the VTuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of the video. She got injured, as we're talking about Shiori Novella, who is a female English-speaking VTuber associated with Hololive. She debuted in 2023 as part of Hololive's Advent, and she is, a veteran of the industry. If you already know, her PL has been around since, I think, 2018. I'm not going to mention who that is because, of course, we're talking about Shiori right now. But she is a veteran of the industry. She's been VTubing for a long time, and right now, well, there was an issue that happened recently, where she has to actually put this out here on a YouTube post, because, sometimes people get a little bit too defensive of her, that kind of thing. Hello, just a friendly reminder to please stay kind and be mindful of how things are worded. I see that many are worried, but I'm doing well now. I do not want anyone to feel guilty or blamed. It was an accident, and I still had fun goofing around with everyone. For the record, I was the one who suggested the slow-mo editing too. The staff was very attentive and made sure I was well taken care of. It's going to be a very socially intensive week, so make sure you're all comfortable and cozy. And what is she talking about? Well, because this can get confusing, I'm going to put it here. It was something done during the EnReco thing of musical chairs. It was a Shiori hand push sumo type of thing here. Let's take a look. I try to get it specifically at the section where it was, just to not, use up too much time, because your guys' time is valuable to me. Let's take a look.
Well, someone's gotta win. It's time to take a stand.
She's just leaning in. She's just leaning in. Literally just leaning in. I'll take you down with me. And the slow motion. Here's the slow-mo that she talked about. They're playing hand sumo, by the way. This is an EnReco thing. And oh, she fell. And she fell on her hand. In membership, Shiori said she could publicly share the full story once public sees the incident. Shiori ended up falling straight on her head, and one of the mocap balls ended up getting crushed between her head and the ground for extra damage. She had to go to the hospital in Japan and did a CT. They gave her prescription stuff, although she's still suffering from spinal whiplash even after returning home, but she appears to be doing better now. She managed to get enough footage for vlogs she wanted to do before all of that happened. So she fell on her head. It's a head injury, but she says everything is fine. As she put out there, the whole thing there.
Well, Minasan.
Was, she was immediately, basically attended to by the staff. And, Callie did have to do a whole section here. You can tell, it looks like Gigi's like really, I don't know. You can kind of tell just by the body language. He does look a little bit worried. And I think Callie's trying to assure people here. Let's listen in.
It would seem that Shiori was a bit overwhelmed by Gigi's love and got a bit of an owie.
We entangled bodies a little too... We got too touchy with each other.
Oh my.
She's taking a short break, but she will be back.
She'll be back.
Don't worry,
You evil.
This is because they saw what happened. You could tell that they are, well, I don't know about you, but to me, they do seem shocked, as anyone would, for seeing someone fall the way that they did and getting that injury the way that they did. And her, possibly getting carted out, either, taken out by someone, one of the staff or whatever, for medical stuff. It is very scary, because remember, these girls are very close to each other. So this is a very scary situation for anybody.
Oh, evil creature. I just really want to love her so much.
Maybe
She's too bad. Well, I just want to touch her so much.
All right.
After that intense battle between Mori, Calliope, and Cece, we actually are going to continue musical chairs, but
they're going to continue musical chairs and things like that. So they continued. The show must go on, as they say. But of course, they are worried, as well. That fall was not a soft fall. They have soft enough floors, but it isn't like they have cushions or anything from where they're going to fall, because they don't expect to fall. So my best wishes for her. And of course, we're going to go real quick here. And it says, a mature and positive outlook. Glad she's doing well. Yeah, she's coming up with slow-mo sounds on brand. As a workplace accident. Everyone, oh my god, I hope she's doing okay. A Shiori, who was just brought to the hospital. But that would be funny in slow-mo, though. Yeah, no, that checks out. Definitely checks out for her. But yeah, it says here, game of musical chairs. The way it worked, whoever left a chair could challenge someone to a chair using one of those famous Hololive mini games. And that's what happened. Hit her head on the floor in order to force to break one of her mocap suit tracking balls, which is, of course, the serious situation. And she got a CT scan. A pretty accident. People are worried. But yes. Send your best wishes to her. And, of course, don't ever blame anyone else involved in it. It's one of those freak accidents that can happen. I really do hope she's okay. And I will update you once we find out more. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. He is getting criticized for parasocialism as we're going to Vox Akuma, a very popular VTuber among Luxium. He was a part of the fourth wave of Nijisanji EN's Luxium wave with Luca, Kaneshiro, Shuyamino, Ike Eveland, and Mysterious. And they were a huge hit when it came to Nijisanji EN. And today we're talking about them because, well, as I mentioned before, there was this here. When it comes to the parasocialism side, we have this post, which was originally this one before it was deleted. I used to blank to his ASMRs, and he's now hated by virtually everyone. I don't even care if he dated Reimu or whatever. I just like the character that he did on stream against another VTuber, and it just kept getting worse. I wish things were like back in the old days where I could forget everything and share with others what my favorite VTuber was. And besides the whole gooning aspect of the whole thing that he's putting there, because holy moly, some people really like to share things. Something should be better be kept, like, you could have written that whole thing without talking about gooning, at least. I'm sorry, I hope you're able to eventually let go, even if you can't find another voice like his. I hope you can find another Oshi that you can appreciate who isn't actually a snake. And what they're talking about is, of course, things that have happened in the past. When it comes to the big snake thing, ended up happening during the Tsuren Tatsuki issue. That whole thing with the last cup of coffee and the black screen stream and things like that, where he pretty much went on the attack against her along with the Lair Pandora. Ike Eveland was pretty much thrown in there because he was too kind of a person that would be put in these situations that he really didn't want to be into. We already know that through who Ike Eveland is now. They did apologize, but no, that's neither here nor there. Just a little bit of background of why they call him a snake. Just move on, my guy or girl. He deserves that and probably more. Going on here. It says, not gonna lie, it sounds a bit parasocial to me. That got deleted apparently. He wears ugly skins and backstabs coworkers. State an example, perhaps his former stream buddies hate him. Again, state an example. He gets into sex scandals, that's a stretch. You have to be very specific about this too, because him being weird in PL has been debunked multiple times before. A lot of people here were Niji fans. Yes, we're talking about our Kurosanji here. It was pretty much started by ex-Niji fans. People who were disappointed by how Nijisanji EN's whole way has gone. Now, Nijisanji, as a large organization, they treat the JP gets treated really well, and when it comes to management, there's a lot to criticize on Nijisanji management overall. Not the direct talent managers. By management, I always mean middle management and above, because they're usually the ones that mess everything up. They F everything up all the time. Every organization you're in, they're gonna mess everything up. But the talent managers, the direct managers, they're doing their best to help the talents. So I never criticize them. It says, many could wish they could turn back the clock. Very true. You're not alone in that. I hope you can move forward soon. I'm sure there are other SMR VTubers out there with a similar vibe to what Vox had. So posts like these about specific members always feel so sudden and random. I was gonna guess it was about a potential rebrand, but reading the word that, no shame though, power to you. And in the first sentence, threw me off a bit. Of course, it did throw me off a bit. It threw me off. I was like, what the heck, dude? What he became, and yet nothing really changed about him. Stopped doing the sussy ASMRs because he got so much hate for it. And then now that he stopped, somehow you miss it. So yeah, look, can't really argue about you and his involvement with the black screen stream video, but if I may give my personal opinion about it, the company's fault. Any color should have never allowed them to be some form of meat shield for their incompetence. That's true. That I will give it that. I will agree with that. It says, however, I understand that the 3 in video also have to defend themselves from accusations that has never even been proven. Well, to this day, people just blindly believed her because she was a victim. So this person's trying to give both sides, trying to be devil's advocate. Truth is, except in this case, a little bit further than devil's advocate, this is actually trying to blame Southern Tatsuki. I won't go that far. But they do say that she's as responsible for her termination. That's something none of the aunties are ready to talk about. In short, everyone on both sides has their faults. He's trying to play both sides, but if you look at what's been going on, there was obviously one side that was way more aggressive than the other, and way more responsible than the other. I would just say Selene wasn't really responsible for anything that happened there. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. You guys let me know. I don't know why this post got downvoted. Being unable to ignore what happened just makes you a decent person. It's also normal to miss something you lost. It's healthier to move on and find some new positives you can enjoy. I think there's even ASMR discussion groups. Maybe you can find another voice to scratch that itch. Okay, and that itch is a special one, of course. Two main things: Vox sucks, and you'll find no sympathy from him here, other than the occasional obsessive fan or doki anti. You go out of your way to talk about how much you blank to a VTuber in a bunch of your comments, so it's not going to get a lot of likes. He was probably talking about how much they got hate for it, but this is one of those things. Yes, Vox in ASMRs and other things, he did go deep into the parasocialism by doing the boyfriend experience. The boyfriend experience, for those who don't know, I mean, most of you already know in the VTubing sphere, it's the same thing as the girlfriend experience, which is basically the VTuber person, whoever involved, pretends to be your boyfriend or does things, in this case ASMRs, like, boyfriend, giving you a meal, boyfriend cooking for you, boyfriend, relaxing with you, cuddling with you, etc., etc., etc. Also, they will go as far to do the whole, in some cases, as far as to have the promise rings type of thing, to get people to buy more, purchase more, etc. It is a viable way of getting more money, but it is usually not seen very positively. Either way, he did get heavily criticized here for everything that he had been doing in the past, because, well, he has a past, and that is not going to escape from you, no matter how long you are away. If you're an active VTuber and a large VTuber, you're absolutely going to get criticized. He has legit criticisms, of course, that you can give him. One good thing that he has done is he has fought against the fans, trying to eat each other and destroy each other and that type of thing. So, yeah, he's done some things to kind of try to right the wrongs, but he still has a lot to be criticized for. She has appeared in people's streams, or at least that is what someone wants you to believe, as we're talking about Filian, the Kimono Mimi VTuber, who has been gone since around December of last year, after she did her, I think it was a Minecraft hardcore mode with Beetle. You can't find those on her channel anymore. You can probably find it on Beetle and Neurosama's channel, or Neurosama clip channel. You could usually find those there. And this was something that she did, and then started doing the whole ARG thing with things spazzing out and glitching out and things like that. So right now we're going to be talking about this, which had happened during Kersha's stream. I had heard that this had happened during other people's streams of someone pretending to be Filian, kind of going around and raiding people. Says, all right, something here fishy. It's fishy here, man. My mods thought the Filian is IOST account that has raided into me a few times on Twitch was a fan account, since Filian is lost with the actual L, but maybe it's not a fan account, part of the ARG. And the reasons why they think it's part of the ARG is the ARG channel in her Discord is missing. The account typed out a blank message 2 times in my YouTube chat, and what an interesting title stream they chose to chat in. To my knowledge, they have also typed in chats of Pipkin Pippa, I remember that, Chio Champi, Matara Khan, and Rima Evenstar. The YouTube account has some text on it, which translated, those are the main ones. I saw Pipkin Pippa talk about it, and I saw Rima Evenstar talk about it. The YouTube account has some text on it when translated to the name Jin Jing, or Xing, Jin Xing probably, a famous Chinese transgender TV personality who also name means Venus Golden Star. When looking at the YouTube account, the description has blank Unicode used, which makes it appear with just Chinese text in Chrome, but additional characters in Firefox. Is this done on purpose or a question mark? Back to the Twitch account, there's a giant green eye that links to password protected notepad. Maybe the password of the notepad has something to do with the VTuber streamers chats that Filian is lost, or Filian is IOST YouTube account is typing in since their chats are blank. A cipher with first initials. How would Golden Star or Venus tie into this? Figured I would leave this trail of info here in case anyone could make sense of it, since I have no idea what the F is going on. I don't either. I'm not good at this ARG stuff. Says Filian is IOST, rated stream with 1 viewer. And here is the Filian is lost actual thing there. And it says activities since last year. Joined 2 days ago, 3 subscribers, all the world stage, and we're mainly players. So yeah, that's the chat messages in the last year. They checked everything. This over here has the I on there for their Twitch side. And it's the Unicode text here with Chinese letters. And then you have Chinese letters plus whatever other things are there. So difference in Chrome and Firefox. And it's interesting that she went into it with autistic detail. I say as an autistic person, I do know hyperfixations are a thing. And I do know I have a lot of hyperfixations as I hyperfixate on stuff, then forget I'm doing something else. It happens a lot. But when I find something that interests me, I do hyperfixate. And I go really deep into it. So I can definitely understand this. Not saying Kersha is autistic, but she's going into it with quote-unquote autistic detail. We'll just say that. Indeed, someone trying to hijack the ARG account to Filian Clipper. And right here, Filian Historian. So this is known ARG hijacker named Paul Wolf. It used to be called that there, the 0x892A. They create YouTube channels with names related to the ARG in an attempt to confuse people. They also emailed some stuff to people they found in the ARG Google Doc. So yeah, they're taking a look there, and it says if you order the names Kerr gave in alphabetical order, they take the initials there, and their numbers are C3, and those mentioned there, which is it sends you to a place called Heishan Go or Black Mountain Gully, and apparently some lost tombs. So that is interesting there, and yes, the person who did this is serious enough and dedicated enough that they're doing all of this extra work. Informed from Filian's Discord, there was a guy who attempted to hijack the ARG and got banned, and these photos match what he was doing. Just Discord, not streamer chats. Just something everyone should be aware of. Yeah, if this is someone hijacking it, that would be quite bad, but the ARG channel in the Discord is gone. No one knows what is going on, so would anyone be able to root out the bad actor versus what was having people do? Thank you for the extra context. The I links to a password-protected paste bin. Yes, a notepad, I mean paste bin. And here it says on the Twitch page, if you try to follow in the code, looks like Morse code. How in the hell did you even figure that out? You're kind of cracked, dude. But yeah, like your other post says, could be a troll. Just be cautious. As for the passages, they're Revelation 12:1, Revelation 3:18, and 21:8. And these other ones that you can read here. About a great sign appeared in the heaven, woman clothed in the sun, with the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head. Also counsel you buy from me gold refined into the fire, so you can become rich. White clothes to wear, you can cover your shameful nakedness. And the next one is, but the cowardly, unbelieving, vile, murderers, immoral, those who practice magic arts. So why are they linking to those? I don't know. They just conspiracy pilled, or I think this post is just to point the R's who can't solve the ARG in a direction to help them. Maybe just a bad mood. Filian's Lost Twitch that is linked from the Filian's Lost YouTube could be the one guy being an imposter for sure. So it could be an imposter. It could be very much an imposter. That's what people are thinking. But the fact that the ARG channel's gone is one thing that is making it so people can be confused. Over here it says, Devil in Red says, I recorded this back in April 1st, 2026. Did not want to post this then as it seemed accidental, but it shows she is live. Considering that she says nothing that would be considered harmful to herself or others, posting it now. Regretfully, I do not know about the ARGs. The first 5 minutes of black screen broadcast, I did not record. It was streamed to kick only. 8 of us saw this in total. I think I'm the only one that recorded it. This might be part of the ARG, but I doubt it. She's live and working on a project, all I know. I don't know if this is helpful, but I hope this is not harmful. It has been a month and may as well have posted here so more eyes can see it. So yeah, it's just her looking like she's talking to like a director or something like that. Interesting if true, April Fool's stream, and now it flew under the radar hard too. Sorry to be super interrogating, but do you have any proof from April 1st? All I can say is, I was there as a first-hand witness proof. She deleted the stream, deleted the clip, made just the going to be 28 seconds of her showing that she was alive on Kick. I only recorded the VOD after I saw it was delisted ASAP. but was still live in the player. I had it up, so OBS grabbed it. I did not post it as I was trying to respect her privacy in what I think was an accidental broadcast, seeing as it's fitting after all. This may be nothing burger or maybe part of ARG. Here's the clip I made it first. I was going to post it. She was back then, live back then. There was a few seconds of black screen. I was cutting out as well. Before the first VTuber Awards happened. Wearing the VTuber Awards outfit, figured she was working on another one. So yeah, she just kind of may have streamed something that was, old, just to kind of give a proof of, what some people call proof of life or what have you. It is interesting either way. This is wild that someone is going out. I mean, hopefully not for negative reasons. Hopefully not to, lead people astray. But you guys let me know what you think down below.
Water now flowing into turbine.
Nice.
Locate main controls to restart power plant.
All right, now we got that working. You see that shit? Look at that shit. It's fucking, what the hell? I need to go back up and start it up. Look at that. Look at that. That's some shit. That is some shit. You gotta love alien technology. Holy hell. That's awesome. Look, the aliens are kind of like humans. They like sticking it in things, but they do it for different reasons. They do it for power. Well, I mean, some humans stick it in for power too, but let's not talk about that thing going on there. let's talk about aliens now. Aliens, yes. Aliens are real. That's what we're gonna talk about. Not sticking things in things. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.